welcome to new topic in the string, that is functions and methods. In previous lecture we have seen a lot of things related to slicing and all these things. Today we are going to see the concept of function, especially related to the Python. What exactly this function means, and in addition to that there will be one topic which is called as a method. We are going to see what exactly method means, what exactly function means, what is the difference between function and method, where it is used, how it is used, what will be the functionality, what will be its application. So lot of things that we are going to see in this lecture. So we are familiar with the function that we have used in C, C++, Java and all these things. As far as Python functions are concerned, just we are going to see the basic concept of Python functions. That is what exactly in Python a function is a group of related statements that perform a specific task. If you literally go through this definition in Python, are you getting it? Whatever written here or whatever they have defined related to the functions of Python, a definition of function. That function is a group of related statements that perform a specific task. If you go through the definition of program, means any language program, then what it will going to do? It will be also same. It is a related statement that performs a specific task. Yes, it is not means when you are going to define about the what you can say, that is the program, its definition will also same. But what is the difference between simple program and function is that you are familiar with the concept of modular programming. Modular programming in the sense what? Assume that if you want to perform one task, means addition of two numbers, and 100-line program will be there, and in 100-line program you have to perform addition of two numbers or three numbers so many times. So if you literally write the program, then its length will be 100 lines. But if you implement the concept of function, then what happens? This I have told you, that is we want to perform the addition of two numbers in the program near about 10 times. So 10 times you have to write. Automatically its length will be increased. But what function will do? Function, instead of writing 10 times, simply what you have to do? You have to write one script or one program only once. Once you write the program and give its name, that block of program, that module of program, give some name, and after giving this name, this block will going to work as a ready-made machine for addition of two numbers. And that block of program, the name that you have given, that is what? That is nothing but a concept of function. Are you getting it? That is nothing but a concept of function. So what functions do? Function helps break our program into smaller and modular chunks. That I have little before few seconds I have told you the concept of module. Instead of writing program lengthy, we should break the program and create its small modules, which will be helpful for the user, for the programmer, and as far as the total capacity of the program or total memory which will require to store the program, to run the program, all these things will be the same thing will be there. Whatever they have said, the same thing will be there. That is, as our program go larger and larger. function make it more organized and manageable. Again, what exactly it say? That is, it avoids repetition and makes the code reusable. Means the same code in the sense the functions that we have written, it will be again make it reusable. Means block same block or same code will be used repeatedly. That is called a reusability of particular functions. So just we're going to see that is the syntax of function. That is this word def, definition, whatever function name that we're going to give, and what are the parameters. Parameters in the sense, just we're going to see one by one parameter. Related to this, don't confuse that we have used the triple quote string doc string. It's nothing but a if you're familiar with the mentioning the string, then string can be maintained, but this will be the simply comment or for doc string. And last one is the statement that you have to perform. What exactly the functionality above shown in function definition that consists of the following component. That is, first is what? That is keyword def that makes the start of function. That is the def. Are you getting it? DEF. That is, for declaring the function, you have to use the keyword which thing that you have to remember, that is def. Next, function name to uniquely identify the functions. The function name follows the same rules while identifying in the Python. Identifier in the Python means what? Simply you can say while declaring the variable, you should give the name, characters will be there, numbers will be there, and some special character just like what you can say underscore will be there. So rules for writing identifier, whatever will be the rules for writing the identifier means simply what? Whatever name that you will going to give to the Python means function name. Third one is what? Parameters. Parameters in the sense what? Arguments through which we pass the value of functions. They are optional. Are you getting it? Parameters are what? Parameters means argument. Means argument in the sense, parameter in the sense what? Means to perform a specific task. Some data that you have to send in the function, and they are referred as what? Arguments. Next thing is that a colon. That is the colon. The colon to make the end of function header. This is what? That is the header of functions. Or simply this function will get end. Function ends in the sense the definition of functions will get end by using this colon. Next thing will be that the optional document string, that is doc string, to describe what the function does. Just I have told you. Optional document string in the sense you can write anything here what these functions will going to do. Next, that is point number 6, one or more valid Python statement that make up the function body. That is, these are the statements. There may be single or there may be a number of statements which is available in this. Next one will be the statement must have the same indentation level. Usually means what you can say here statement will be there. 7th will be the optional return statement to return a value, that which is not mentioned here. It will be optional, not necessary you should mention. Or if you want to return something from the function in the sense what? Returning value in the sense we will going to send the value, and if you want result from it, the function, if you use the word return in the function, automatically what happen? It will going to return the value. So just we're going to see the concept. So as far as functions are concerned, there are 3 kinds of functions. That is, first one is what? Built-in function. Second one is user-defined function, and third one is anonymous function. So built-in functions means what? That you are very familiar with the built-in functions. That these functions are available in each language, and it will design by the language compiler, interpreter, or whatever it may be. There will be no need to write the function to perform the specific task. Are you getting it? No need, because these are designed in such a way that only you have to write the name and give the argument or give the parameters. Automatically it will going to perform the operations. So such type of functions which are always with that language or which are always with that software, that is called as a built-in functions. Next type of function is what? That is user-defined functions. User-defined function is something different than built-in functions. It means what? That is, even if so many times, that is, built-in functions are available, but the requirement of user is something different than more than built-in functions. Means whatever functions which are or built-in or ready-made functions which are available with software, that it will not going to satisfy the requirement of the user. Are you getting it? So in that case, what user will going to do? User will going to define the function. What it will going to do? It will going to define the functions, and after defining whatever job that user want to do or whatever process that user want to do, that it will going to write it, create it, and after using all these things, such type of block of code which will be defined by the user, which is called as a user defined functions. Next thing is what? Anonymous functions. Are you getting this? Anonymous functions in the sense what? Anonymous functions means what? These functions are lambda functions, and unlike normal functions which is defined by the using def keyword, are using lambda keyword. Are you getting it? Means anonymous functions and user defined functions. Means sometimes there will be a fill in the blanks related to the anonymous functions. What will the difference between anonymous functions and user defined functions? These user defined functions are defined by the def, and what anonymous functions? These functions are defined by the lambda. So next concept that we are going to see, that is, when we are going to define the function, automatically what happens? We declare some variable, some constant, and all these things. Are you getting it? That is, while defining the variable, what happens? Means defining functions, we use, obviously we define function for what? To storing value, to process value. But some things will be there related to the scope. Scope in the sense scope and lifetime of variable. Whatever variable that we are going to declare in the functions, whatever variable that we are going to declare inside the function, outside the functions, they will have some their value, and the value will be have some scope. Here scope means what? That is, these variable can be used within function, outside the function, and also both inside and outside the function. As far as depending upon the usability of that variable in the functions, are you getting it? The different types will be there. So just we're going to see, that is scope and lifetime of variable. Scope of variable is the portion of program where the variable is recognized. Parameters and variable defined inside the functions are not visible from outside the functions. Here they have local. Are you getting it? What exactly local means? That is scope of a variable in the portion of program where the variable is recognized. The parameter and variable defined inside the functions are not visible from outside the functions, hence they are local. Means if you think about the applicability or usability of variable which will be within the functions, that variables are will have a local scope. Next, second thing, that is lifetime of variable in the period throughout which the variable exists in the memory.